Good afternoon, y'all. My name is Joe. Welcome back to another episode of Z Fighter Performance Garage. On today's episode, we are finally getting back into our 2000 Dodge Viper GTS build. We have been away from this build for about a month or so due to waiting on parts or obtaining incorrect parts, and it just kind of spiraled out of control. However, we are now back on this project. We are trying to get this car wrapped up, like I stated in a previous video, here within the next couple of weeks. So I'm hoping we can get all hands on deck, get a few of my friends over here, and just knock this car out. I do have a buddy of mine that is flying up next weekend from Florida to try and help me wrap this car up. That's how much of a push that we want to do to try and get this car done, so that way we can bring some different content with this car to our channel. Going, like I said, going to car shows and running it around town and just enjoying the car. So I kind of wanted to also touch base on our projects. I know in last video or the video prior, I alluded to we only have 3 projects currently: the 2000 Dodge Viper GTS build, the yellow 70 Datsun 240Z, and the blue 71 Datsun 240Z. Both of those are CP vintage race car builds. However, we do have the Nissan race car that many of you may or may not have seen our very first episode on the channel, which featured that car. Now, that kind of got overshadowed when I purchased the Viper. That is my mistake. I should have kind of completed that car before starting the Dodge Viper. I just got really excited about working on a Dodge Viper. I mean, you can't really blame me. It's a childhood dream to own this car and be able to drive it. So with that being said, we are also going to be trying to complete the Nissan race car as well. You'll see it here and there, trying to get some of the fiberglass work done. We still do need to install the fuel pump. We never got around to that because of the Dodge Viper and the Datsun builds. So technically we will have 4 builds going on kind of simultaneously, but we are going to try and finish some of these builds as quickly as possible, but not cutting any corners. So first up, we are trying to wrap up the 2000 Dodge Viper GTS within the next couple weeks. We are waiting on parts for our blue Datsun 240Z now. We ordered some coilovers, so hopefully those will be in soon. We also are waiting on a few parts for the yellow Datsun 240Z, so that way we can get it running. So that's kind of where we're at as far as the builds go, and hopefully you like today's video. Right here in the front part of our front bumper cover, these little notches right here sit right into here. This piece up here slides up in here, basically holds the shape of it, as well as some extra, padding for, if you get into a wreck, which we hope we never do. So we're going to go ahead and install this into our bumper. That way we can start putting the side marker lights and start putting our bumper onto our Dodge Viper. So we just wrapped up installing our front bumper support that goes into our 2000 Dodge Viper GTS front bumper. From there, we are about to remove our front hood hinge support from our 2000 Dodge Viper GTS because it's bent. And because it's bent, we ordered a new one. It's not in yet, but that's okay. We still have plenty to do. So the way to remove this is there are 3 13mm bolts that's on a bracket that holds it down on the driver's side as well as the passenger side. 1, 2, 3. We're also going to have to unhook this where the latch is for the hood, as well as on this side. And we're also going to have to remove 13mm bolts right below where it hinges that connects to the frame on the passenger and on the driver's side. It's kind of hard to see, but there's 3 there as well. And then this should come off, so that way we can set our GTS hood on the car and I don't have to store it inside of my house anymore. Once we're done doing that, we're going to go ahead and put our front headlights on and our front bumper and go forward from there. So we have successfully removed the hinge. There are actually 2 13mm here. You don't really have to take this off for the latch mechanism. You can just take it off there, leave them. That's what we did on both sides. And now we have a little bit more room to get our headlights, front bumper installed and be able to set our hood in the front part of the car so that way it's out of the way. All right, let's get to mocking up the front end. Test fit our headlights. They're not perfect. I do have to do some repair on our passenger side headlight. On the bottom, one of the bolt studs pulled out, so I'm gonna have to epoxy it or something, fix that one, but it still was able to get fairly close from what I'm needing it to do for right this minute. So now that we have the headlights on, we're going to go ahead and throw our front bumper cover on and go forward from there. So we have semi-fitted our front bumper on our 2000 Dodge Viper GTS. It is showing us that we still need to adjust these headlights. This side's almost there, but that side, the passenger side, I guess because the centerpiece that I'm needing to fix is definitely way off. You can see the gapping is not right. So we'll go ahead and pull that off and fix that, not today, but at a later date, because we want to go ahead and throw the hood on so that way we can at least see if all the panel gaps will somewhat be close with the hood, the headlights, and up front with the front part of the bumper. So we're going to go ahead and throw the hood on, and then we're going to go towards the back of the car to fix the battery issues. The previous owner installed the wrong battery terminal, so we're going to go ahead and put the correct ones back on the car so that way we can charge the battery and see where we can go forward from there. Okay, so we have wrapped up putting the front hood on the car without the lift support, of course. But as far as body lines go, we do need to adjust it back some, but we're not going to be able to do that until we get the lift support. You can see where we still need to adjust this headlight. This side is pretty close, but we need to bring that towards the front and kind of bring this back a little. This one needs to come forward and up a little. like I said, we have to bring the hood all the way back, but we'll do that once we get the lift support. Cool. Looking good. All right, yep, let's get this terminal off and go forward from there, man. We're getting close. Have the battery charging, and hopefully here soon we can get this car running and at least take it down the street. We'll see.
Yep.
So David just wrapped up installing our new positive battery terminal. This was the old one, and like he alluded to previously, this is incorrect. This is the bad one. That is the correct one. It's good. It's installed. Our battery is charged. We're about to throw it in and see if we're good to go. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to hit the like button as well as the subscribe button. Also, please turn on your post notifications so you get all new video content coming to the channel.